the NBA Finals tonight, and we've had 2 interviews on the subject matter. Back-to-back days. Jeff Van Gundy yesterday, today John Barry. Jeff Van Gundy calling the action for ESPN on television, John Barry calling the action on ESPN for radio. Both guys, neither of them kind of paused in the middle of my line of questioning to say, don't forget the Bucks now. I had to bring that up. Seems everybody's got that air of inevitability going into tonight's game, that this thing's a wrap. Convince me otherwise. Giannis come out tonight, and
I'm not going to convince you otherwise.
I mean, what is Giannis? I mean, what?
What more can they do? What more can Giannis do? What more can the Bucks do? Yes, Middleton needs to make shots. Yes, Brook Lopez needs to be some sort of offensive threat, like we saw to close out the Hawks. But Phoenix is that good defensively to shut that element down.
Right.
And if Chris Paul seems to be locked in like he was in the second half in game 1, and Devin Booker didn't really shoot it that well, he's going to have a big night at some point.
Right.
I just can't see the Bucks stopping them. I can't do it. I can't see it. Not in Phoenix. That's for sure.
TJ, you got 2 cents on the subject matter?
Here's 2 cents. Yesterday, Brockman made a statement that the Suns were a potential dynasty. And my initial reaction was to laugh at you, right? But one moment I thought about this last night because I was watching Media Day. And I'm watching Ayton and I'm watching Booker. And I'm thinking to myself, is DeAndre Ayton going to get worse at basketball next year? Is Devin Booker going to get worse at basketball next year? No. If they're able to keep Chris Paul and they're able to attract, a few pieces here and there, yeah, they are getting the benefit of a lot of people getting injured, right? But that's part of sports. Part of the reason that they're in the position that they're in is because they were able to stay healthy. They were winning games. They had, the second best record in the league. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I laughed at you initially, but it could happen.
John Barry said it's too bad that Chris isn't 26 as opposed to 36.
Yeah.
But, and it is just the way it goes. The fact that Donovan Mitchell wasn't 100% on the back end of the series against the Clippers, who didn't have Kawhi when they took on the Suns, and then when the Suns did take on the Lakers very early on, things didn't look very good for them when Anthony Davis was all full strength, and then he didn't finish up at all
Stan
healthy.
Van Gundy kind of pointed this out on Twitter the other day. It was like, look, they withstood it. They fought. They grinded.
Dude, we thought it was a wrap
when
Chris
came
Paul
out the other end.
Remember Chris Paul went running back to the huddle, and it looked like his shoulder was separated, like it had come out of its socket, and he was,
he looked
his
like
shoulder
Martin
was
Riggs from Lethal Weapon when his shoulder popped out.
Nice.
And then Monty Williams like, yeah, it's not as bad as people think. And he's been phenomenal. And he, not even being the only NBA player to be sat down due to COVID in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
There hasn't been another player that's been
not that.
No. Even LeBron going and breaking whatever protocol he broke didn't afford him a sit down.
Still fine, yeah. And about the Suns dynasty, Ayton's 22. He's a member of the 723 club, so he'll be 23 soon.
What's that club?
723 Club?
Yeah.
July 23rd is their birthday. Me and TJ have the same birthday, July 23rd coming up.
Right.
So does DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
So does Thelma.
So does Thelma. So does Monica Lewinsky.
Of Eisen Schuster household fame.
Devin Booker's 24, people. He's 24. Let's not forget about that.
He's incredible.
And yes,
so
Chris Paul's 36, but with these young kids, he doesn't have to play as many minutes. He could play 2 or 3 more years.
How about the Camerons?
How about Mikal Bridges? How about Jay Crowder, the only player on that team prior to with NBA Finals experience?
So Bucks win tonight, right?
Did Scott Foster officiate?
Oh. Didn't the Suns win a game without? They won the Valley Oop game had Scott Foster.
A Valley Oop game had Scott. The first one.
Scott Foster was the one who was like trying to figure out who's coming on the floor.
Scott Foster not officiating tonight.
He's not.
He's not.
Okay, there you go. Has he officiated? He didn't officiate game one either, right?
He did not. He did not.
Oh, they're saving him for the Bucks. They got to take him out of the back pocket to make it close, right? That's the way everybody in the NBA thinks. If it's down, it's down 2-0. Let Scott Foster is refereeing game 3, and the rest of the country thinks he's just gonna.
No comment.
Dude, he officiated the Valley Oop game.
Coach Bud is complaining about the calls, though. Phoenix did shoot. I think they were 25 of 26 from the foul line in game one.
Right.
And,
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.